Hey everyone, welcome to Scoop of the Crispy. I'm Mike with another TV scoop. So here we go. The series Powerless came out. Series premiere, if you will. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about it, year ago? Comic-Con, all sorts of stuff. They showed the pilot, and the premise was actually really cool. So you got like insurance slash safety of powerless people dealing with day-to-day consequences of what superheroes deal with. We've seen it in Incredibles. What is it like to live as a normal human in this world of crazy superpowered beings? We kind of have seen it a little bit in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in the MCU. Just a little bit, but for the most part it really is, what are the heroes like? What's it like being a hero? But we never really have seen what it's like to be a normal human. So I really I wanted to check it out. I'm like, you know what? Let's see episode 1. I'm always up for watching the first episode of a series. Starring Alan Tudyk. He's a great guy from Firefly. He's funny. He's always great and comedic in the roles that he has. We have Danny Pudi from Community, which he was fantastic as Abed. Fantastic. It was so good. And then we got the big guns, which I don't really know. Okay, this might give me some flack. I'm not sure how big Vanessa Hudgens? Vanessa Hudgens. She's been in High School Musical and like her starring role in a show. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this will be cool. And fun fact, I actually know Vanessa Hudgens. I was an extra in High School Musical 3. Yes, indeed. So I was sitting there in the cafeteria. They were like, hey, you need to wait and sit in the cafeteria and we will call you if we want your help. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I'm sitting there waiting for them, just kind of reading whatever. And this person walked in and I was like, that girl looks really familiar. She just walked in. She was just going to walk across the cafeteria. So I'm like, she looks familiar. That's Vanessa Hudgens. What? It was crazy. It's like to see people like normal. I'm like, hey. Started out, you have Vanessa Hudgens as the main character, her point of view, which is great. She's on the train. She's never lived in a city with superheroes. She's always lived in small towns that they never really visit. So her first time on the train, she sees an actual, and what I really like is it's DC. It is actually a DC property. They name drop, the very beginning. You see the Superman comic and you see the people in the story are actually the people that have always seen these crazy events, but we're now seeing it as one of these extras in the background of the comic, which is great. So she's sitting there, you see a fight between Crimson Fox and Jack-O-Lantern, is that the bad guy's name? And it's cool to see it from inside the train. They're fighting and the people were like, okay, yeah, whatever. She's like, don't you see, this is awesome! And they're like, yeah, whatever, read my newspaper. And they're like, great, now my meeting's gonna be late. So, of course, what happens? The train track gets blown out. Crimson Fox has to catch the train, and Vanessa Hudgens is like amazed. She's like, "What? This is so cool!" And everybody else was like, yeah, that's what we have to deal with." So that was a great opening. Great, fantastic. I loved the opening. It was great. Just, hey, you know what? It's a superhero show about regular people. Boom. Lay it out there. And then the show started to go downhill pretty quick. Alan Tudyk plays Van Wayne. Van Wayne? I've read it, but I never actually said it in real life. His name's Van Wayne. Bruce Wayne's very irresponsible cousin. It's fantastic. So good. The character he plays, he did what he could with what he got. It's a crappy character. It's not well written. He did what he could with it, but, he's supposed to be the smarmy, like, I want to get out of this position. Great. The boss doesn't want to be here cliche. Okay, great, fantastic, whatever. And then, so you got Vanessa Hudgens, she's the chipper, like, yay, we're gonna, my new job at a big corporation, a company. She gets there, and then, of course, everybody is like, this job sucks. Bleh. And everybody's trying their best. Danny Pudi, with what he's got, he did what he could with what he got as well. And it's just, the jokes were so bad. They're not funny. They're not funny at all. This show is not funny. And that's the thing, it's a pilot. They're setting stuff up. They're supposed to set up the fact that they're all down on their luck. They don't like things that are going on. But it's like, there's no jokes. The jokes are Vanessa Hudgens goes to meet people, and the girl, whoever the girl is, says, I don't like you, And like, her being mean is the joke. Haha, she's funny, she's mean. Or like her little detector. My detector said you were coming close, which means I don't like you. Here's my detector. That's not the... What? That's not funny. Who cares? My detector said you were near. I need to fix it because, No, that's not a joke. That's stupid. The point of being mean is like Goldberg's. Perfect example. The Goldbergs is a hilarious show. And Barry is mean all the time, but it's Barry being funny. Mean plus funny equals really funny. Mean does not equal funny. They didn't get it. You don't be mean to somebody and be like, see, them being mean, that's funny. No, Barry's mean and he does something weird and crazy. You're like, yeah, that's hilarious. That the funny part of being funny is funny, not the part of being mean. So just so many things like that where it's like the joke was them just like saying a rude comment or being dumb. Maybe it's because it's the beginning of the show, and spoiler alert, at the end they do figure things out and things are looking up. So, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll check out episode 2. We'll check it out. We'll see what's going on. But at the end of the day, it was just not funny. The jokes were so forced. Like, perfect example. Vanessa Hudgens says, but isn't the company, our motto is change the world? And he's like, where'd you hear her boss, right? Alan Tudyk. Where'd you hear that from? It's right there. And then he turns around and says, change the world, right? Boom, there you go. That's funny. Like, oh, whoops, yeah. Well, no. Well, this was owned by a diaper company. Ba-dum-bum, psh. I thought it was clever, but okay, fine. Maybe that was like the only funny thing, which is sad. If that's like the funniest joke you have in the episode, that's pushing it. It's bad. It's... The premise, there's potential. I will keep watching it because there's potential there that could be great. The anti-Joker Venom, brilliant. That's fantastic. That is such a good idea. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna enjoy the parts that are good, maybe like 3 minutes of it, and then we will watch the bad and hope it gets better. So fingers crossed. We were close. So close. Alright, and that is going to do it. Let me know what you thought, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you wanted to like it, all that good stuff. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time with another latest scoop.